live in the country of Belize and also deal with tourists most of the time. Well, just to give you a slight history, I find man the same way. I do bamboo work. As you can see, this is a bamboo love seat I'm sitting on. This is one of my products that I make for customized people. One of a kind product. Bamboo is something that is throughout the country of Belize. And I choose to work with it because I see we have it in abundance. So I be creative I inspire myself to be creative and try to bring something to the people, to the local, and also to the tourists. So when it comes to the tourism in the country of Belize, that is one of the revenue that we make to sustain our country and some of the local. Like I said, I will be speaking about tourism and showing you certain things about Iman Face It Production, Bamboo Me. That is the name of my business. And like I said, I'm an entrepreneur. And the things that I do, I train people. I'm also an educator. I teach arts and craft at different schools in the country of Belize, different time of the year. And right now I'm teaching at Nazarene High School on Fridays afternoon to about 25 students. And I teach them how to make things from natural resources that we have as bamboo, coconut shells, and different things. But I will speak about my journey in this country and what tourism did for I. You know, it's something that we need to think about because we can pass down something to our generation, to the youths, and let them know that they can generate something from the resources that we have in the country. Like I was explaining that I choose bamboo because you can do varieties of things with bamboo, different range of things with bamboo, right? And I also went to Guatemala to study. The Taiwanese got together with the Belizean government and they sent a few people to Guatemala, a place called a sprinkler in Guatemala at a bamboo school that they teach you how to work with bamboo. Well, that will be another story, another day for another story. But back to what I do in the country of Belize and concerning tourism. I make picture frames, I do napkin holders, I do ashtrays, I make rain sticks, I make pencil holders, I make miniature sized boats. All these things sells a lot because people don't want to carry nothing too big and they want to have something from a local. So I make things that people can appreciate the love of an artist that be creative in the country. So when they come to the country, they want to see the artist, they want to see how creative we can be or what do we have to offer them. Because Belize is 2 to 1, two Belizean dollars to 1 US. So the money double. So there's a lot you can do with it, you know. So within my aspect of tourism, I used to sell my product in the village of Gracie Rock. And Gracie Rock is 21 miles away from the city. So the tourists, they come on a private tour to Gracie Rock village. And we had 2 different type of tour company in Gracie Rock. You had Paradise Tour and then you had Pikiri Tour, owned by 2 different individuals that run tours in the country. That's why I say sometimes the private sector benefit from it more than the local. But when I was there, I got the opportunity to be on this tour company property and I sell my product to the tourists. So sometimes the tourists, they come and they want something natural and they want to see the person that make it. So I used to sell my napkin holders, you know, rain stick, ashtray, like I said, you know, rain stick. Rain stick is something that have stones, or you could put janko seeds in it, and it's a percussion. You could use it as a percussion, or you could use it as a relaxation to relax the nerve and the mind. Right? I will explain to that in another segment. That's a story for another segment. So, and I do picture frames. So all these things, what the tourists they appreciate when they take back to their country, and sometimes they come back again the next year and they look forward to see you, right? So you have to be consistent and be honest and be creative, because sometimes people make things that don't last. By the time they get on the cruise ship, they start falling apart, you know. So I try to deal with quality instead of quantity, because I train a few people, and sometimes people see that the bamboo generate money, so what they do, they give you a half hurry up job, and by the time they get back to the cruise ship, certain things falling apart. The biggest thing they sell a lot was bamboo cup, bamboo mugs. So sometimes the brothers, they put the handle on, but they're not glued on properly. So sometimes when they drink the beer or the substance from the cup, the handle fall off. So all these things we have to think about, because we have to create a name and a logo and a brand. So when people come back to you, they look forward to see you. That's why my business is Face It Production, Bamboo Me, right? And you're listening through Lion View TV, you see? So with my product, I used to sell at these sites, and they used to come in jeeps to the sites. They booked the tour from off the ships, right? Straight on the bus, or straight to the jeep and straight to the location. And what they do, they feed them, give them like a snack, a fruit salad, right? Drinks, you know, different sodas, Belize and local sodas, Fanta, Coke, you know, they want to taste, sometimes maybe the beer, you know, and they come and they take them to the to the caves, tour them in the caves. And that was both sites, Pikiri Park and Paradise Tour. But these tours, they don't exist anymore because lack of management. But some of the owners, they have different locations that they continue this tour. So I'm just explaining to you what revenue brings to Belize and to the country, right? And then sometime what I do, I go to San Pedro and I sell things to the local that spend the night overnight, or sometimes I go to Kikaka. I need to spend 2-3 days, because sometimes people come different time. Sometimes they come out and they support you in the evening after, when they don't eat a meal. They come and they support you. Or sometimes I go to Placencia. Sometimes we have Placencia Fest, different type of festival in Lobster Fest. You have Sidewalk Fest in Placencia, you know. All these things sell. Or sometimes what I do, I sell my product to gift shops. They buy wholesale from me. So they buy a amount of rain stick, or amount of ashtray or incense holder, you know, and they keep it in their gift shop. Sometimes I give them consignment, sometimes they pay up full, and they support the business, they support the local, right? So I'm showing you that the revenue that we generate in this country, we can make a lot and share the revenue, or the money that we make with different people, so the money could circulate in the country at least 9 times, because most of the time the money don't circulate in the country. Sometimes the money just come out of the country through to other people that make from offer tourism in the country, right? Sometimes they bootleg the product, right? Sometimes the Chinese, sometimes it's a good thing and sometimes it's a bad thing. They bootleg the product. And, you know, if you make key rings and different things with Belize local, sometimes the tourists or the tour guides, they take them straight to these places that sell these things wholesale, instead of bring them to the local so they can support the local in what they make. So this is what I'm saying, what tourism bring to the country, what kind of money pass through Belize, and who benefit from it. So sometimes the tourist board, they need to recognize the local and need to support the local, right? So they can showcase the talent and what the country have to offer, right? I also got a National Tourism Award 2006, 2007 rather. This is my award that I had got from tourism. It says Small Vendors of the Year 2007, recognize excellence in service. So I am not just talking, I'm showing that they recognize me in the country as well. So we have to give thanks for the support of the local and support of the, we have BTB, Belize Tourist Board, and they have an award every year. So they give awards to different people for different category in the country. So when I say the Corporation Award, you have Hotel of the Year Award, you have Minister's Award, you have Lifetime Achievement, you have Environmental Award, you have Educational Award, Culture Award of the Year, you know, um, all these different award, Tour Guide Award, you see it. So millions of dollars generate in tourism in our country. So we need to support our local and let the people know that we have something for them to offer. You know, I give thanks for this interview. For those viewers that listen, support your local, support your business, and I will continue with our local street vendors after this break.